Hey everyone, Garrett here from Code the Web, and in this episode of the web design from start to finish series, we've got to do one thing before we can tackle Photoshop or coding or any of that good stuff. We've got to, one, gather our content, and two, make sure that our web project is organized. So what I've done is in my Documents folder, I've created another folder, and that's called Website Project. Now, that's just because I don't have a name for the website, but if your website was, say, johnsmith.com, then you would probably make that website project folder johnsmith.com. So, that said, what I've done is that I've created a folder, and then inside of that folder, I've created more folders to organize all of my content and all of my files. So what we have here is we have images, and inside images we're going to have portfolio, which is obviously empty now, but we're going to go and find the images right now, and I'm going to show you how to do that. And portfolio is going to house the 9 images that we said during the planning we were going to have in our portfolio. But within the images folder itself, we're also going to have another set, one or two other sets of images for just icons in general that we might use, and for our social media icons that, like you would click on and it would take you to your social media page. So we're going to have those images as well inside images. That's going to be all we're going to do today. However, you would also want to fill up content, and what you would do is content is anything that you're going to have on your website for people to go there and see. So, for example, what you would do, let's say if you have different pieces of text on your website, you would make a Word document, or I would make a Pages document, or whatever text editor you use. You would make a document, and you would have a bunch of different documents for every single piece of text. So like, say your About page would be one document, your Contact Me page would be another document, your Testimonial page would be another document, and so on and so forth. And that would be that. You could also, if you're going to have like a video, let's say, you could also put your videos in it. And the reason that I'm putting images, or my portfolio, inside of images instead of content, because it is technically content, is because even though it is content, I want to stay organized. I just want to keep all of my images together. And you could do the same thing if you wanted to. If you had video that you wanted to put on, you could also, instead of putting the video inside of content, you could also make another video folder if you wanted to. It all depends on your organization style and how you want to do things. So next is the CSS and HTML folders. They're going to remain empty for this tutorial, or for this video, just like content will. And the reason is because they will actually be filled up, but once we create those files. So we're going to have, I think we're going to have like 3 pages or something like that. Our index, our testimony page, our About page, and our portfolio page. So I guess that's 4 pages then. So we'll have 4 HTML files in there. We'll have 1 or 2 in CSS, and that will be style.css and possibly a reset.css. If we make that, we might not. It's not really necessary, but we might do it anyway. We'll see when we get there. And then other. So the reason I have other is just in case throughout the planning and construction of the website, just in case we come across any type of files that don't really fit into these 4 categories here, we can just put them in other. And I'm not expecting to have anything that we will need to put in other, but that's kind of like a just in case folder. So now that we've been over that, let's dive in to getting our images. So what I've got here is I've got 2 websites that we're going to use to get our images. I will have both links in the description, as well as the links of all of the pictures and images that we use in the description. So there's going to be a lot of links in the description. So this website here is webuikits.com, and it basically has a ton of awesome UI kits that you can use in your projects. Not all of them are free, but a good amount of them are free. And just give the person who created it credit, and then you can use it. So that said, today we're gonna do is we're not really interested in buttons. There's a lot of awesome there's categories around the side. And there's a lot of awesome different types of UI kits that you can get. You can get buttons, which we're not gonna get today because, and I'll tell you why, because because we're going to be using CSS with this, and CSS can actually, for the type of website that we're making, which is going to be a very, very basic portfolio website and very flat style, flat UI style, CSS will be able to take care of all of our styling needs, so we don't really need to go out and get a whole bunch of images so we can use them on our site, because we're just not going to need them. What we will need, though, is some social media icons. So that we're going to use this one right here, and I just happened to see that and I just thought it looked good just because it came up like first. So we're going to get that, and that's downloading right there. And then we're gonna open this up in another link so I have that page so I can link it down for you guys. And then there was another one that I saw. It's this one right here. We're gonna use this one if it would load. There we go. We're gonna use this one, and we honestly might not even get to this, but the reason that we might not even need these, but the reason that I want to incorporate it is because they're just icons. They don't take up that much space, and you never know what you're going to need them for. And it's always better to have something and not need it than to need something and not have it. So what we're going to do is, this looks like a pretty diverse set of icons that we can use in our project if need be. So we're just going to get them, and we will be able to use them if we need to, if it ever comes up. So that's that. And now the last type of images we're going to have to get is the actual images for our portfolio. And if you remember, we need 9 images, I think. Was it 9? Or was it 4x12, wasn't it? Or 4x3, I think. We need 12 then. Right. So we need 12 images. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to this website here. I'll link this, of course, like I said, down in the description. It is called search.creativecommons.org. And what it basically allows you to do is search Creative Commons images throughout the web. And it gives you all of these different websites and search things that you can use. We're going to be using Flickr today. Another one that I do like is this Pixabay. That's a pretty good one right there. Actually, that website is specifically for free images, so you can even just go to that website straight there. And yeah, you can do that. Or what I would do, honestly, just use this website, just search what you want. We're going to be using Flickr today, like I said. So the reason you need Creative Commons images, just in case anyone didn't know, is because images, like everything else in life, have a bunch of copyrights for their owner. And you have to have permission from the owner of the image in order to use it. But with Creative Commons, an owner or a creator can decide to make their content Creative Commons. And what that means is that you don't own any royalties to them. They're allowing you to use it for the good of the community, the good of creating really cool things. And it's really nice of them to do that. So we're going to use Flickr, and we're going to search a few things here. So the first thing I want to search is people, because there's always really cool pictures of people out there, like always. So we're going to download this one. Go back. We get this one too, maybe. That's kind of cool. This is also a really cool one here, actually. So we can get this right here. That's 3. So let's get 3 of like 4 different categories. How about that? So we'll go back, and then we'll get city. Always really cool pictures of cities. What do I want? How about this one right here? That's pretty nice. And then this one, that's got some awesome lighting effects, or filters, or however they Photoshop that and edited it. So we'll do that one. And then, how about one more? Maybe, what is this? Panama. Is that what that is? Yeah. Panama City. That's pretty awesome. But it has the Global Bank and Tower Bank, and I don't know if we can use that. So we're going to unfortunately have to skip that one. But works out because this is an awesome picture. that we will be using. So let's get that one. We'll go back and we will maybe like we just did people, we did city. Let's do country. How about that? Yeah, these are cool. Awesome. I don't know if that'll be big enough. That's a cool picture right there. There's also an awesome picture right here. And then, how about that? That's pretty sick. It won't click. Alright, so we won't get that one then. No, wait, I don't know what happened there, it wouldn't load. Let's research this. And I'll click on this again. It's not big enough. So that one looks pretty cool right there. Perfect. 3 of that. And then what I want to do is I want to get one for animals. And this one's cool. This one's pretty cool. That one's awesome. It's like some in the water. That one's really cool. Oh, that's 3 right there. Alright, well that went fast. So what we're going to do now is we've got all of these images here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and get these onto our desktop as quickly as possible. And then what we'll do is we will organize them within our website project folder. And I'll show you guys what we're going to do for that in a sec. Just need to get these out of my downloads folder. Alright, awesome. So now we're going to go to our downloads folder, and inside of images we're going to take this one. This is the PSD file that we got of those cool icons, and then this one we're going to delete the zip, but for this one, this is the file that we got with all those awesome social media icons. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to bring that and put them in there, and they're obviously not part of our portfolio, so we're just going to keep them in images. And then all of these guys here, we're going to put them into our portfolio like so. They're perfectly aligned like that, and that's pretty much it. That's all we got. So in the next video we're going to start with Photoshop, creating our actual design, making it look really nice in there, and then we'll be able to start coding. So I hope you guys learned something. If you did, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe. And if you want to see more of these kinds of videos on web design and just making awesome stuff for the internet, then subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace.